goddess Hathor's worship in ancient Egypt is one of the oldest among the Egyptian pantheon. Evidence for her worship can be found in the earliest dynastic period. There is a modern belief that Hathor's worship predates Egypt's earliest dynastic social structure. This belief cannot be supported by archaeological evidence because so little is known about pre-dynastic Egypt. It is based on the observation that her worship seems well established in the earliest recorded period and therefore might predate it. Those who support this idea suppose that her worship began as an earth, Nile, and fertility goddess cult, and later she became associated with complex social structures, dynastic life, and the pharaoh. In this way, she may be approached as a primary divine mother. Hathor's main worship center was at Dendera, where a temple to her still stands. She is primarily described as the daughter of Ra and the partner of Horus. Though these relationships are flexible, she has also been described as the mother of Ra, the wife of Ra, the mother of Horus the Younger, and the wife of Horus the Elder. In this way, she may be worshipped as the eternal goddess. It is difficult to pin down what sort of goddess Hathor is in relation to the modern categorizing of mother, maiden, crone, lunar or solar, water or earth goddesses. As the daughter of Ra, she is a maiden, though as the mother of Ra, she can be accepted as an all-mother figure. Her worship used music and dancing, a common element still today. She is closely associated with the sistrum, a musical instrument. She is a goddess of happiness, merrymaking, and the sacredness of sex. She played a role in easing childbirth for new mothers, protecting both the mother and the child. As the Seven Hathors, she is like the Fates or other feminine controllers of human destiny. As Lady of the Western Horizon, she takes part in the funeral rites of ancient Egypt. In this aspect, she is a dark maiden or crone figure. While she is associated with all the traditional feminine arts, dance, song, adorning with makeup, musical instruments, beauty in all forms, flowers, and perfume, she is also associated with astrology and other hidden arts for which she can be engaged with today in modern practice. She is depicted as a celestial cow figure or a woman with cow's ears and a solar disc. She has a tie to the stars of the Milky Way. As goddess of the Eastern Horizon, she is a solar goddess, though in modern times, she has been categorized as a lunar goddess. Perhaps that is because of her association with the river Nile and bodies of water. As a goddess of feminine arts, and particularly of makeup, she is associated with malachite, chrysocolla, and turquoise, which can be ground into a powder for cosmetics. Many aspects that were later associated with Isis were first associated with Hathor, especially those of her solar aspects and close link with women and all stars. She is referred to as the Cosmic Mother. Just like Isis, Hathor also has a leonine aspect, which is illustrated in her most famous myth, which also depicts her tie to the Nile. In the myth that dates to the Middle Kingdom, Ra, associated with the pharaoh, has been ridiculed, shamed, or annoyed by humanity who have lost respect for him. In one version, humanity is making too much noise. In another, they have openly scorned the god Ra. Ra then speaks to the other Egyptian deities about what should be done with humanity. Who will avenge Ra for the scorn human beings have exhibited for him? Finally, Hathor, as the Eye of Ra, says she will bring justice to those who have scorned or annoyed him. Hathor exacts her revenge. In this aspect, she may be viewed as a goddess of divine justice or revenge. She becomes violent to the point of bloodlust. She shapeshifts into the lion-headed goddess Sekhmet in most modern tellings of the myth, or in some other way, Sekhmet is engaged as a darker aspect of Hathor. Working with her in this aspect has been useful for women to express their anger or to invoke justice. In goddess worship circles, and especially in feminist witchcraft, Sekhmet Hathor is worshipped as the mother of mothers and assists women in all stages of life. They may be viewed as sisters or two sides of the same goddess. Sekhmet, as the lion-headed goddess of vengeance, frightens Ra and the other deities. The primary fear is that Sekhmet Hathor knows no limits. She may destroy all of humanity with her anger. In order to calm her and keep her from destroying humanity, Ra and the other gods devise a plan to get her drunk on the Nile River. They mix some red pigment, generally believed to be red clay, with as much wine as can fill the Nile. Seeing the red Nile, Sekhmet begins to satisfy her thirst for blood on it. She drinks up the entire Nile River full of wine and red clay. She gets drunk and is satisfied. She then becomes Hathor again. In this way, Hathor is associated with merrymaking and drunkenness or ecstatic experience of all kinds, and changes in consciousness. Hathor is quite a versatile goddess. In modern practice, she can be viewed as the cosmic mother figure, as a fertility goddess, as a solar goddess, as a maiden, and a goddess of love, sex, marriage, women, childbirth, children, and health. She can also be a goddess of justice in her Sekhmet Hathor guise, a goddess who assists the dead in their transition to the other world, a dark maiden, a crone, and much more. If you would like to learn more about Egyptian goddesses, we have some books that may help guide you on your journey. Our books on Sekhmet or Isis are fantastic starting points. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and ring the bell for weekly content, and we'll see you next time.